show that there was premeditation here because, A, everything that happened before, and then it comes down to the smaller room when he walks into that room, busts down this door, and then strangles her, throws her against the wall. All these things to make sure that her death happens, and it was premeditated. They have a lot to work with here.
First, an email, I should have killed you. Then he kicks down the door. Then there's evidence of a struggle and a fight. Then there's blunt trauma to the head, and the investigators say that's how he murdered her.
And let's go through each of those. Her response to the email, she basically blew it off. Everything that you just spoke of, she blew it off. It was like no big deal. She responded.
It's no big deal until you responded. Randy, that's silly. We're not going to have that here. She responded. He sent her an email, I should have killed you. Then he kicked down her door. Then, according to prosecutors, he strangled her. And then he hit her over the head and she died. She might not have thought it was going to be anything, but I'll be damned if she wasn't dead the next day.
And the anger right now that's happening here is the same
No, this is anger because you're making ludicrous statements.
No,
Randy, that she blew it off as no big deal meant she thought, oh my God, I loved him. He'd never really kill me, would he? Until she turned up dead.
Everything that's gone on in this case, the rage, the fury, even the way the media characterizes.
Oh, you know what, Randy? I know one thing, Randy. It's the media's fault.
No, the media is getting it right. This is not a case about premeditation. This is a case about rage and anger and fury and a 22-year-old kid who can't deal with the fact that his girlfriend's cheating on him. And he snapped.
And he decided to go over and kill her.
No. First, he telegraphed, according to the witness, according to the evidence in the case, he telegraphed, I should have killed you. Then, according to authorities, he kicked down her door. Then, according to authorities, they started fighting. Then, according to authorities, there was blunt force trauma to the head. And that doesn't establish a pattern of premeditation, Counselor?
No, it establishes rage and anger and a young man who snapped in the heat of a moment. I'm not saying he won't.
I said they can make that argument.
Correct, Shep. They can make that argument. They can make 100 arguments. The problem here is that it's not a split-second snap. It's going on from previous days, from previous witnesses who saw the anger and rage that are going on, and then this gentleman going over to her room, taking the actions by knocking down that door, and ending up killing this girl and leaving her there.
And
that's premeditated. But it does not discount the fact that he intended on killing her, and that's what he did. They will show premeditation from all his actions that led up to that. Even the drinking may be a factor that said, I'm going to kill this woman and I want to be drunk when I do it.
And the extent, oh, come on, you're giving this kid way too much credit. And the extent of the injuries also.
The kid who telegraphed through an email that he should have killed her and then broke down the door and then all the rest?
He was not telegraphing that he intended to kill her.
How do you know that?
He was telegraphing
that he should have. He was telegraphing that he should have killed her, and then he went down and kicked down the door and fixed it, right? Was that what you're saying?
If he
No, of
had
course not. That's
planned
not
this,
what you're saying.
he didn't have to do any of those things.
What do you mean he didn't have to do any of those things? That's how the 18-year-old kid decided to do it, or 19,
no
whatever.
premeditation. He snapped.
There's no premeditation. You know what I think?